The Upstate Spartans return home on a windy Saturday afternoon to improve to 5-5 in Atlantic Sun Conference play by virtue of a dramatic sweep of the Jacksonville Dolphins. Let's take a look back at the highlights from these games. And Tom, 7 home runs on the day in this doubleheader, including a season-high 5 in Game 1.
That's true, and then Holly McKinnon there able to come in, and she had to replace Lexi Schubert, struggled a little bit at that point, and got a big lead in this game, led 11-2, and helped by that right there as Carla Beasley goes deep. Megan O'Beer able to hit one and drive it out, and now in the court to try to run it down. She made a nice play early in the game but couldn't get it, and then he hit it again. Here's Ryan Rector. You know what? Number 15 on the year, leads the Atlantic Sun, and came away with a 15-7 win. Game 2, he moved on to that, and this was a game, got behind and able to get back in a little bit there with the home run there. And you see part of a long shot here, and you see Coach Hawkins there. That ball went up and sailed out and turned out to be one of the key points, obviously, in the game as the Upstate Spartans able to come back. But that was the big home run right there by O'Beer. And then again, Rector would hit the ball out of the ballpark. And look at the play by Rector in the field as well on a dive. So she was very good offensively and defensively. And there's Lexi Schubert on again, and then a hard drive. And you look at Brown go back, and that ball sails out of here for a home run.
So they trailed 4-2 early in the contest. Upstate with a home run in the 6th that made it 4-3 in Game 2, and then a 3-run walk-off home run in the bottom of the 7th inning that ended up securing the doubleheader sweep. Of course, there's one of the homers from Game 1 there, and just an overall offensive onslaught from the Spartans. We mentioned 7 home runs, 5 of them in Game 1, but you go back and you look at this day, the 3rd inning of Game 1 was a pretty good snapshot of the afternoon. A 7-run frame. They hit a solo shot, followed by a 2-run shot, followed by a 3-run shot in that inning alone. And when the day was done, there were 3 home runs hit in this doubleheader by Carla Beasley to pace the Upstate Spartans. Just a tremendous effort all the way around as you get a look at the key numbers from both games.
Yeah, 17 hits. Everybody contributed along the way, not only with hits but with RBIs as well. And then you saw the final shot there of Beasley, who sent it deep. Had struggled somewhat offensively in Atlantic Sun Conference games this year, but she came up big today, as did a lot of the Upstate Spartans. This kind of reminds you a little bit of the Florida Gulf Coast game in Game 3. Came back and won that of the 7th as well, and I think a big one for Upstate to get back to 5-5 in conference play.
Holly McKinnon looking better in Game 2 after coming in relief and getting the win in Game 1. She ends up picking the W up in both ends of the doubleheader thanks to the big home run to close it out, and now has 19 victories to lead the Spartans in the circle on the season. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Sunday's game scheduled for a 1 p.m. first pitch as well. Have that one for you on ESPN3. So for Tom Van Hoy, our entire crew, Jason Patterson saying enjoying the rest of your Saturday, everybody. Upstate takes the series. They'll try and go for the sweep and find themselves above 500 in conference play if they can pick up a win tomorrow against the Dolphins at 1 p.m.